I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology, which I can usually will not upload on general YouTube platform. So that will help me grow as a channel, and that will help me take care of the cost of production of this YouTube channel and the other two channels that I have, Punneit Astrology Hindi and Lifetime Soul. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Sun will make its move in the sign of Leo on 17th of August and will continue to stay for a month. Sun, the Karaka of soul, the Karaka of light, wisdom. Surya, the Karaka of existence, because we all exist because of the sunlight. Such powerful life giver planet Surya, Sun, goes in the sign of Leo, which is his own house, and Sun becomes Swagrahi, powerful. Coming to the sign of Leo marks a special significance in the transit of Sun, because Sun will cross the Gandantam of Ashlesha and Magha junction, Magha boundary. It goes out of Ashlesha Nakshatra and reaches the Magha Nakshatra, the Nakshatra of the king's throne. When Sun goes into this house, this Nakshatra, it means that you should be ready to execute the responsibilities, and it should be executed selflessly. There is a reason why Leo is in the 5th house, and why 5th house is also considered to be the house of Purva Punya as well as the house of children. Because for a king, he must see everybody as his own child. He must not differentiate between rich and poor, and he must not take any kind of biased decision. It should be as if he is selecting, or if he is giving his decision with seeing everybody with a single eye, with like his own children, like his own family. And Sun being the light, being the life, definitely 5th house has to have special significance. When this water zodiac finds the exit of the Sun, definitely all the emotions are left behind, and this is the time when the practicality comes. This is a new leg of journey. You can say the initial days of education and aspirations and admirations are over, and now it's more about achievement. Now it's more about exploring the Maya. Now it's more about conquering the world. Now it's more about understanding your own inner self. This is the Grihasthashram, this is the material plane of existence, and when Sun goes into the Leo zodiac sign, it will trigger the fire energy within you. It will trigger the desire within you to be somebody, to come into limelight, because Sun gives you true existence. So this 1 month every year is 1 month that helps you understand your true reality. When Sun goes in the sign of Leo, Sun will find Mercury and Mars already placed in that particular house. So friendly planets are coming together in the house of Leo. It's a good conjunction. It is a benefic conjunction. On the other hand, you see the placement of Rahu and Ketu with respect to Sun. They are in the 4th and 10th house. How? Rahu is 10th from the Sun, Ketu is 4th from the Sun in the sign of Taurus and Scorpio respectively. What does it mean? It means that when king finds Ketu 4th from itself, he is unhappy with his own kingdom. He is unhappy with the boundaries that he has created for himself. He is unhappy with what he has. So will you. And Rahu in the 10th house means new exploration, new idea, new journey, embarking on a new self, exploring new identity, trying to find a new land for yourself. How does it imply? Change of career. Maybe completely changing your industry. Pursuing some education that you never thought of before. Following your passion. Completely changing the way you work in your life. Your complete approach will change. Change of personality. It's more about focusing on the career side and not focusing on the family side. So this is one drawback. Because Ketu's presence in the 4th house with respect to Sun will make you really very unhappy with what you have. So you will be here, you will be attempting to expand your horizon, expand your wealth. It is good, but you should do it in a very practical and feasible sense. On the other hand, see the position of Shani, Saturn. Saturn is 6th from this Sun. Now the Sun and Saturn, the father and son, forms what you call as Shadashtak Yoga. They are 6-8 to each other. When they form a position which is 6-8 to each other, you need to understand the 7th house from Saturn is also, 7th house from Sun is also ruled by Shani, because Aquarius is the 7th from Leo. This means that the things with which Sun will interact, which therefore you will interact, will not be pleasant enough, and you will face resistance, you will face obstacles. So the moment you try to exercise ego, you will face blockages, you will face disruptions. And if you really want to explore a new identity, you really have to think out of the box. Rahu is here going to help you. Saturn will block your move, Rahu will allow you to move, but then you have to have a careful analysis. What if Saturn is blocking you for your own good and Rahu is only encouraging you towards your downfall? Or maybe Saturn is trying to push you, or Saturn is too conservative, but Rahu is giving that hope that it's fine to take one chance in life. Even if you fail, you are okay. That calibration has to be done by you. Mars is there to help you, because after the Sun transit, after some days, Mars will move to the sign of Virgo. Also, towards the very end of Sun transit, one movement will happen, and that movement is of Jupiter. See, Jupiter will be throughout the Sun transit, almost for like 28 days. It will be in the Aquarius zodiac, aspecting the Sun directly. So definitely, you have to learn every single day. So you should have a diary and a notebook with you, and every single day, irrespective of who you are, you, me, everybody, at the end of the day, you should write down what did you learn today. See, obstacles are being created by Saturn, but Jupiter 7th from the Sun will aspect the Sun directly. This is Guru. Which house does Jupiter rule? Jupiter rules 5th house from Sun. Sun is the natural karak of the 5th house. It is the lord of the 5th house. Kalpurush, Leo, 5th house. When Jupiter, who now rules the 5th house with respect to Sun, I'm not talking from the ascendant wise, just from the Sun's perspective, then naturally the true guidance will be given by Jupiter, but in an adverse condition. This guidance will not be clear to you. This guidance will be coded. It will be in a form of, I will say, it's like a mother's or a father's slap. It's not bad for you. It's good for you. So if you face any obstacle, negative scenario, blockages, try to analyze, is this good for you? Because possibly your benefit is hidden there. So you have to take every single day in an optimistic and constructive way and try to get true feedback from the events of life, because if you fail to do so, then you can be in trouble. Throughout this Sun transit, one more event will happen, and which is the Venus presence 2nd from the Sun. When Venus will be 2nd from the Sun, and then after some time Venus will go into the sign of Libra, till the time Venus is in Virgo, you will not be happy. So the first half of the Sun transit will be very hurting to your ego. And in certain cases, if your Sun is really bad in your horoscope, you can get insulted. It can be a defamation, loss of reputation. So you have to be careful on that part. Mars is only going to push you forward for the resources. Mars is only going to make you aggressive. You have to control your anger and aggression. When Sun goes into his own house, suddenly there is a spike in confidence, but Saturn is there to break the confidence, get the guidance of Jupiter, get proper consultation done before you take any major step in your life. Because without any guidance, without any consultation, the karma house from the Sun is controlled by Rahu right now. Because Rahu is in the sign of Taurus, 10th from Surya. Now when that happens, Rahu definitely will afflict the karma of Surya. Now see, if Sun has to do the karma, Sun will do either from the 3rd house or from the 10th house. The true karma of Surya, this power of the sun, is coming through Rahu. Now this Rahu is virtual. It means a kind of a ceremony which is only for status. It doesn't have a real power. So that you have to clearly understand that maybe you're getting something, but you're getting a virtual importance. There is no real significance attached to it. It's like a post or designation, and you are promoted, but there's not even a single dollar of hike that you have got. You are only ending up with more role, more work. So that is something that you have to understand. Do not fill your pride, do not fulfill your ego in this time frame. Just understand what is right and what is wrong. Because on one hand, Sun has to make work with Rahu because of the 10-4 combination, but also on the other hand, Jupiter is here to help Sun. Because if Rahu has to work for Sun, Rahu has to use Jupiter. Understand? Because Jupiter is 10th from Rahu. So the planetary energy is in a way that if they are working towards each other, they end up using each other energy, and it ends up being in a circuit. Sun will initiate Rahu, Rahu will initiate Jupiter, Jupiter will ask Ketu, and Ketu will only make you more uncomfortable. So the more you make yourself uncomfortable, the more aggression it will create, the less guidance you will seek, the less parameters you will be scrutinizing, and because of the least analysis done, you will take a step out of aggression, impulsive behavior, which will end up aggravating Saturn's 6th house presence from Sun, and therefore creating obstacle, diseases. So this movement is partially good and partially bad. If Leo falls in your 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, that means if you are a Virgo ascendant or moon sign, especially ascendant, if you are a Pisces ascendant, or if you are Capricorn ascendant. In these cases, Leo zodiac sign will be in the 6th house for Pisces, 8th house for Capricorn, and 12th house for Virgo. In these three cases, you have to be extra cautious. And if you are anywhere in one of the ascendant of the fire zodiac, fire trine, that means Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, it is one of the best transit for you. In all other cases, it's more like an average to good transit, and especially considering the Taurus ascendant, your Rahu will be on the 1st house and Sun will be on the 4th house. So this is something where you have to manage your work-life balance. But overall, what I see is that this Sun transit is going to be a very crucial transit considering the time we are in and the planetary energy that we are facing. Because see, if you do not use this positively, what will happen is that at the end of the Sun transit, Jupiter will move to the 6th house from the Sun. Because Jupiter is retrograde in the Aquarius zodiac, it will move to Capricorn, it will join Saturn, and both Saturn and Jupiter will go against you, against the Sun. If that happens, the power with which your ego will be crushed is so high that it will leave you in shock, in surprise. So the best way is to be as humble as possible and just follow the path of spirituality. Spirituality doesn't mean you are following certain kind of spiritual rules or guidance. It just means doing right thing at the right time. That is good for you, your family, your friends, and society. If you are following that and if you are trying to maintain good health, it is going to be great. Every Sunday, try to fast, not for to demand something from the deities, gods, but just for the health perspective. Also, try to get up before sunrise, try to avoid any food after, or solid food after sunset, unless you are medically, it is needed for you, obviously. Healthy people should try to expand their immunity, build their immunity in this time frame, because this is Sun in its full throttle. It has the support of Mars, it has the support of Jupiter. So if you can make good out of this transit, then you can make maximum out of this transit for this year. It will give you enough boost that you will survive for another 1 year, irrespective of any Mahadasha, Antardasha that you have. And especially for the people who are going under bad Mahadasha, Antardasha of any malefic planet, or if you are in a bad time, this is the time when you can make the maximum out of it. See, sun is light, sun is wisdom, sun has a healing capacity. With this sun, you can actually heal yourself in a way that you have never healed yourself before. So you can opt for going for pranic healing or energy healing, meditation, kundalini meditation, any sort of energy practice will help you immensely in this time frame. Also, praying to sun, chanting Aditya Hriday Stotra, doing Surya Namaskar, sun salutation every day will also be beneficial for you. Let's take a quick tip for each ascendant and understand what is most important in this sun transit. Aries ascendant. For you, sun is in the 5th house, so it is a very good time for you. It increases productivity. It helps you express in a positive and firm manner. Just try to use this energy wisely by praying, chanting Surya mantra. You can chant Gayatri mantra in this time frame. Sun impacts the 11th house, so this is definitely going to help you towards gain of source of income. Just avoid confrontation with supervisors. Taurus ascendant. In case of Taurus ascendant, sun will be in the 4th house, so this is unique for you because for you, Rahu will be in the 1st house. Any ego clashes in your own home should be avoided because this can be detrimental to relationship and the peace of home. Do not try to be king or don't try to dominate in your own home because this is the time when sun do not have directional strength. So for Taurus ascendant, I will say that you need to think out of the box but be as humble as possible. Gemini ascendant. In case of Gemini ascendant, sun will be in the 3rd house, so this is going to be extremely good for your communicative abilities, to improving your communication, especially your body language. It will also increase your confidence and give you right direction of efforts. It will help you towards your finding right destination in your life, and it will also improve your belief system. But you need to be very careful that you're not holding on to a belief that is actually detrimental for you and everybody else. Just be sure what you're doing and you will be in the right and you will have the right guidance. Cancer ascendant. For Cancer ascendant, sun will be in the 2nd house. This is good for finances. This is the time frame when you may get a lot of inheritance and you may utilize your bank balance for the right amount, and you will also be able to get back the lost money and have your the depleted bank balance replenished. This is also the time frame when what you eat becomes a medicine. So eat food positively and speak positively because 2nd house is the house of mouth. So you radiate positivity and you inhale and eat and consume positivity. Overall, it's one of the best time for you. Leo ascendant. In case of Leo ascendant, sun goes in your 1st house. This is definitely a personality improvement month for you. Try to work on your personality, try to work on your overall life, overall self. Any bad area, any wrong area can be addressed in this month because this is one of the best months when you are in your control because your ascendant lord comes on the ascendant. So this is your power, this is your day, this is your time, make the best use of it. Virgo ascendant. In case of Virgo ascendant, sun happens to be in the 12th house. Now this is not the right position for sun. So you have to protect yourself from unnecessary expenses. This may mean that expenses may go to heal somebody, heal yourself, heal a member of the family, or for good cause, but expense will rise. This is also the time frame when you can get help from the foreign government, and if you want to move to a distant land for any reason, it is the right time when you can hope that things will run positive for you, provided your Mahadasha allows. Overall, this is the time frame when you should not be egoistic, and this is the time frame when you are dumping your ego and you are being as practical as possible. Libra ascendant. In case of Libra ascendant, sun happens to be in the 11th house. This is an extremely positive time frame for you, especially income through business partnership, income through spouse. These are the scenarios where your network circle will also increase and income will improve. But do not be overconfident because your ascendant is the zodiac sign where sun gets debilitated. So your income will also be negative when sun goes in your 1st house. That means what you get is to distribute and create balance. So try to give as you get more and be a humble human being. Scorpio ascendant. For you, sun will be moving in the 10th house, and this is going to be one of the most important career-oriented transit for you. It will increase your confidence. It will give you the necessary promotion, necessary hike, necessary change, whatever you desire. And in this 1 month, if you put right efforts at the right way, definitely in the coming future, you will see things going in your own way. Your 10th Lord is in 10th house. Your karma is the key. Sagittarius Ascendant. For Sagittarius Ascendant, I will say this is the best transit every year for you because your 9th Lord goes in the 9th house. This is dharma, this is religion, this is spirituality, and this is the divine blessing. Sun, the divine light, goes in the 9th house. Definitely you will get proper guidance. You need to consider your ideas and you need to discuss that idea with learned people, with your friends and family, and then come to a conclusion. Don't jump into conclusion. Hastiness is going to be costly for you. Overconfidence will be a problem, and so you need to take care of your health and your overconfidence. Overall, it is one of the best days for you. Capricorn Ascendant. For you, Sun will go in the 8th house. Now, this is something where your 8th house gets heated up. This means you have to be very careful about your health, but you will be healed. Any inner disorder can come out, but it will be corrected, provided your Mahadasha and Antardasha allows, but because Sun is actually a healing force. And when 8th Lord goes into 8th house, this also increases the longevity by giving you necessary right advice and addressing the pain points of the life. This 1 month, focus on all the areas which are hidden from your life, which you have never really looked forward to, because the secrets will come out and you will have to face the elephant of the room. Aquarius Ascendant. Jupiter in your 1st house, Sun in the 7th house. Dispute in marriage can be resolved through peaceful talk and not trying to dominate or unnecessary debate with the partner. Business will see rise, but over investment, unnecessary investment, or investment hoping something will be corrected in the future can be really, really bad, because after all, Jupiter will move to the 12th house, therefore getting debilitated. So for you, the firm support of your spouse, the firm support of your business partner, the firm support of somebody is needed. Seek that support, seek that mentor, and go with proper guidance, and you will find positive vibrations in your life. Pisces Ascendant. Now, in case of Pisces Ascendant, Sun will move in the 6th house. Now, definitely this is the transit where your ego will be challenged and your authority will also be put into question, because 6th house is not a kingly house. It's the house of service. When Sun goes into this house, this is completely kind of debilitated Sun, because Sun do not find its existence there. So you will be put into a position where you are doing things which you don't like or you don't want to do. But because it is a karma house, it is the house of loan, everyone, be it a king or be it a common man, have to pay back his or her loan. Pay back your loan, because this is the right time to solve your dispute with a strong hand. So that was a quick tip for all Ascendant. I hope you liked this video. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe my channel. And if you are already subscribed, please like the video, share your views in the comment section. I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology, which I can usually will not upload on general YouTube platform. So that will help me grow as a channel, and that will help me take care of the cost of production of this YouTube channel and the other 2 channels that I have, Punneit Astrology Hindi and Lifetime Soul. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Thank you guys for watching Punneit Astrology. Have a great day.